An evil character who brought mayhem to Coronation Street is set to make a worrying return, and will pile on even more worries for perpetually troubled teen Lauren Bolton, Kat Fitton. Reese Bolton, Scott Anson, is currently in prison for a string of crimes relating to far-right activities that rocked Weatherfield a couple of years ago. Reese groomed Lauren into being part of the group, and she helped to recruit Max Turner, Paddy Beaver, into the vile ideology. The group targeted Councillor Maria Connor, Samia Longchamban, and refugee Darian, Twana Omar, with threats and violence. The group also planted explosives in vehicles, including the van used by Speed Dahl, intent on causing as much death and destruction as possible. This plan was thwarted by Max and Lauren, who alerted the police. Reese was arrested. Since then, of course, Lauren has been through a huge amount of drama. Last year she was abducted from her flat, and the mystery of her disappearance ran for quite some time, with Paul Roy Cropper, David Nielsen, at one stage arrested for her murder. A desperate Max even went to visit Reese in prison to find out if he had any information about what could have happened to Lauren. He didn't, but he did send a couple of heavies round to Roy's to confront him about Lauren's disappearance. It transpired that Joel Deering, Callum Lill, had groomed, raped and abducted Lauren, and when she reappeared she was pregnant with his baby. She gave birth to baby Frankie, but still lived in terror of Joel. This ended when she killed him as he attacked Max. More troubles awaited Lauren, who was then arrested for Joel's murder. She then discovered that Frankie was seriously ill and would need a bone marrow transplant. Having been spared jail, and with Frankie now having had the transplant and on the way to full health, it should be a time for Lauren to relax a little bit. But her life is about to be turned upside down again when Reese reappears in her life. As she's being given the good news at the hospital that Frankie will soon be well enough to be discharged, a nurse approaches with a parcel for Frankie. Lauren sees that the parcel has come from the prison, and she's shocked. She decides to visit Reese in prison. What does he want, and does it spell more danger for poor Lauren?